He caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Ready. Ready. 19, charge.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Come on. Set. Panther 50. Ready.
Off the bootleg. Covington. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
70.
Now they'll audible to something else. From the gun on third down, Covington. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Looking to put a drive together. Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. Takes it to about the 37. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Nix to the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He finds his man, complete. It's done. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Nix from the shotgun. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. The Broncos at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
And this one too low.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to the air with Nix. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. Nice. 18. Go.
Back to throw. Covington. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. From the gun on 3rd down. Covington. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27.
19, Tiger, nice. Here we go. 60 by 30.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Pass the 60.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll bring it down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. They'll try and run for it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown, then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He did about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brings up second down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Now he's going to step up and run. Down the left sideline. He may go. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Okay, break.
At the 8-yard line.
That it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Jake Moody now for the point after. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game. They're all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
Looking to put a drive together.
Get up. Gravity Lions.
Throwing to start the drive. Covington. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 65 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Nix. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
A loss of 4 yards brings up 3rd down and 14.
Captain. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Garcia. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They're going. It's Nix. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A big play there for their 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now he's free at the 35. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. 13 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Check, Bobcat. Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Moody good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. That's for the opposing offense. You wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 83, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again.
Captain.
They're going to try and throw. And he is caught. Gets through and now an opening. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now they'll change things up.
Bombers.
Throwing Nix. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Nix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Here's Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
A gain of 10. Brings up
Here's a 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun is Nix. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Captain.
To throw is Nix. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away, not intercepted.
Bronco 80. Hurt. Pioneer.
Here's Sanchez. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Here we go on 4th. Sanchez. He'll try to do it. Now the ball comes loose. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Viking 18. Let's go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Off the play fake. Covington will try and do this himself. There he goes again. Now look out. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him the first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
19 Lions. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground in time. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
To throw is Sanchez. And that is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Rig. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Warriors 70.
Out of the gun, Sanchez. He'll try and do this himself. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
45-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Hawk, step. Viking, 8. Go street. Panther 11. Panther 11. Let go.
Sanchez. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70. Head. 18. Cougar 19. Street. Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Ready.
The shotgun snap for Sanchez. And that is incomplete here.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Ready.
From the gun on third, Sanchez. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Oh, my son! Pull left! Hey!
Harvey is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Oh, my son!
He'll try again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey taking it in for 4 yards out. And the Broncos have retaken a third-quarter lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now a 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Panther 11. Panther 6.
Looking to throw. Covington. He's got his tight end fan. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready,
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Covington. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd down and 6 now. Operating from the gun. Nix. He finds his man. Complete. It's Garcia. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Check. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Now Sanchez. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He may go. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Play action. It's Sanchez. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Panther Street, Panther Street.
Back to throw, Sanchez. Throw left side complete. That's done. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
1st and 10 at the
Here we go, here we
44-yard
go.
line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Rig alert, rig alert. 18, find it, rig, line it. Mustang, Cup 19, Cup 19.
Here's Sanchez. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Tag. 19, Charger, 19, Hawk 70, Hawk.
Sanchez now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Panther and left, Cowboy 80. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now it's Sanchez. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
They get this out left, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Off of play action, Sanchez. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Broncos on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Set, hey. Mustang 19. Cup 19. Trap 60. Trap 6. Dragon 60. 19 Lions. Hey, smash Broncos.
Sanchez. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Check, Viking 18. Pioneer. 79.
They snap it to Sanchez. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Warriors 70. Here we go. Strike. 70 Lions.
Sanchez throwing again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. They're all the way home for a Broncos score. Jalen Hyatt, 53 yards. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
18 Cardinal.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Boy, 196 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Let's go. Go.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
It's a big play from both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Sanchez. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Nix to the air. Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10.
Now it's Nix. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Broncos have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter.
plenty of time on the clock. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a goal.
Off play action. Covington. And he goes out right around the 39. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a save. Here comes second down.
A loss of 6 yards. It's second down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. But they'll come up now. This is second and long. Operating from the gun, Covington. That's caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here.
18 Rebel, 19 Lion, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Buffalo 18. Ready?
He's back to throw. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
They'll come up first and 10 here. They'll look to throw. Right back to Pitts again. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
On second down, they'll run it here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's first and goal.
Back to 60, back to 60. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times, and you can't give up a 4th one.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now Moody for the PAT.
are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's first and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And that won't help much. Only a yard on first down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. To throw, here's Nix. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds.
26-yard line.
Here's Nix. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it will quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get three, and hopefully for them a touchdown.
It's second and inches.
Riggs! Say, hey! Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Buffalo 18, Warriors 70. Ready.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He'll try to pick it up himself. And some space here. He may go. And this is a touchdown. Now it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
Moody good with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Ball
around the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Second and 8.
Throwing Nix. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Desperate coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Off the play fake, Nix.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's done. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Harvey now on 1st and 10.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
To throw is Nix. And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, they'll get another shot on 3rd down.
And that's one you might look back on as being a turning point. If he holds on to that, this game's over. But that's going to give this offense a second lease on life, and you can't afford to do that here in overtime.
Motion. Captain. Throw. Bombers.
From the gun on 3rd down, Nix.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They're going. It's Nix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
So a win here for the Falcons, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, he really carved up this defense. They were left looking at each other a number of times and just shrugging their shoulders. He had 4 touchdown passes and even had another on the ground for good measure. Really just played a whale of a ball game.
So for the Falcons, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.